You give me shadow.
Hi guys,
Hi guys, long time no see.
we're back.
We're back. I was on a holiday, 1 week to France. So this is episode is solely gonna be the pickups from in France.
I'll be just here for
Commentary.
for bacon and beans,
Bacon and beans, of course.
which is a Flemish expression saying nothing, not doing anything at all,
Maybe you'll see a game you like. Eh?
and then I'll just steal it.
So first thing I picked up, it was a store called Game.
You picked up a store?
No, I picked up in a store called Game Cash for $9.90. Spot Goes to Hollywood. I love the first game, cool spot. This one is different. It's an isometric view game, and there's also shoot 'em up levels like Space Harrier. So Space Harrier is one of my favorite games, and you say it's without manual, but that's quite a cheap price. $9.99.
Is it?
It's a €20 game.
Okay. So now you just have to pay $10 for the manual,
Yeah, probably.
and then you'll have a full game.
I'm not too concerned about manuals. This one,
One of the best games on the Game Gear, by the way.
it's probably the
should be
same game, yeah. $4.90, also in Game Cash.
That's not too bad.
No, I don't. I thought it was a pretty nice price. So also, this is just the things I bought. My receipt is in there, so no manual.
It's cool that it still contains the price in French francs.
Yeah.
That's cool. After all these years, they still.
They still use
Actually,
it.
I think there's still a few Belgian shops that include
Yeah,
the
Belgian
Belgian franc
francs.
price, but it's not common anymore.
My supermarket still does it.
Ooh, a GameCube game.
A GameCube game with a pretty beat up box.
But this is probably quite rare because this is.
Not super rare. It's
No?
like €10 game.
But
or
not this was probably never released in Japan or in America because no
No.
one knows the Taxi 3 movie over
No,
there.
it's especially it's only released in France, so
So it must be quite rare. I mean,
yeah, it's not super rare. I mean, it's probably not that great of a game,
no.
but I like the movie. I like the movie series. It's from Luc Besson, who also made such pearls as The Fifth Element. Is it?
Yeah,
Because you were looking to it.
No. That's just my normal face.
Sorry, it was $3.90, so I couldn't leave it for $3.90. The condition is horrible, but
Daniel vous prête son taxi. À vous d'exploser les compteurs. Prenez le volant du plus célèbre des taxis et menez-la bien 10 missions explosives directement inspirées du scénario original du film. Wow.
I probably think it's just like a Crazy Taxi clone or
Yeah,
something.
probably.
Yeah, but it's still cool.
Let's check it out. Someday.
Yeah, and we'll make a video review.
A commentary.
The last game I bought in the same store, this is Pick and Pile. It's one of the first Ubisoft games, and it's a game for the Atari 2600. So
And also the 7800.
yeah, but they just put it on there because the 7800
Yeah,
is
it's
backwards
compatible.
compatible.
But so this was released when the 7800 was already
Yeah,
in stores.
it's from
So
1990.
yeah, so it's one of the more recent games
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
2600.
It's
yeah.
really one of the last games, and it's a puzzler, a bit like Columns or Puyo Puyo. So I don't think you have any other kind of games on the 2600s in that genre. So
It does look good for.
yeah, for 2600, and it was only also €10. So you see also the cartridge. It looks kind
The
of
box is super minty.
yeah, but I've seen on eBay that a lot of people sell this even still sealed brand new these days. So, but look at the label. I mean.
That's a sad label.
It's just a white but the later games all have the same
Mm-hmm.
really bad looking label. It's also, you see, it's these are Activision cartridges, so
It's not even a Ubisoft
cartridge, no. So that was on the first day in the first store. I also went to the Fnac in Lille,
Aha.
and there I bought Yo-Yo's Bizarre Adventure, which is a two-player beat 'em up like Street Fighter 2, and it was $9.99, so that's an okay price.
Yeah.
I remember being in France, in Paris, 2 or 3 years ago, and I had a lot of deals in Fnac, but in Lille there were not a lot of cheap prices or a lot of expensive games actually. I was kind of
So-
hoping.
You're not too concerned with the French text on the box?
No.
For example, Peter
Yeah.
de Voogd, he doesn't like French box art, so he always wants the
Yeah, I don't understand. that
English
either.
or.
I don't care. As long as the game is playable in English. And on the modern games, they always say that on the back. With SNES, it's difficult. Sometimes you buy a cartridge and it's completely in German or completely in French.
Which is weird because they knew how to do at least 5 languages. I remember the Smurfs was like in Spanish, Italian, German, French, and English.
It's just laziness from programmers' point of view.
Yeah.
It's more difficult to program in different languages than just to change them out for every release. So
laziness, damn lazy developers.
So that was the first day in Lille.
And was already close to suicide.
And then we went to Normandy to visit the war sites and walk in nature. And we also went to visit a little town called Bayeux, which everybody knows of the tapestry of Bayeux,
yes.
of course.
And you called it the Bayeux.
Bayeux.
Because you wanted jeux. Yes.
And when we were walking there, I saw a store called Jeux Video Player. And I walked in and it was all modern stuff, so I bought this for 10, I believe, Touch My Katamari, which is
slang for touch my penis.
And I asked the guy, do you have any more retro style games like Super Nintendo, Sega? And he said, no, but there's a cash converters on the street. And I said,
guy.
Yeah, and I said, interesting. So I left Anne in the bar drinking a tea and I said, I'm gonna check out these cash converters.
For Anne.
And it was like being in heaven.
Okay.
They had a lot of retro stuff, and also the prices were really good. So I went there 2 times, 2 days. We had to be in Bayeux, of course. So I picked up several games.
We had to be what? We had to.
We went back to Bayeux to visit something else the second day. So it's not like we went there on purpose.
I'm pretty sure you went there just for the store. That's the way you roll.
So I picked up some good games, but also some more crappier games. But they were just so cheap, like Spin Dizzy Adventures, $2.99. Can't complain about that.
It does say Spin Dizzy World.
Yeah, sorry, Spin Dizzy Worlds. Okay. It's a bit like Marble Madness if you ever played that.
Yeah.
But with a toll instead of a ball. But $2.99, you can't complain.
Ooh, that's more an infamous one. Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park, $4.99.
But
not too bad, I think.
Well, yeah.
€5.
It's okay. I would prefer it with a box, of course.
Yeah. $4.99 for Waterworld by Ocean.
This is a European exclusive, by the way.
Yeah, and it's also quite expensive. Yeah. I forgot the prices on eBay.
Because it's exclusive, and I think the only American release was the Virtual Boy one.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the Virtual Boy?
Yeah. So.
I think it's 10 to 15 or something on eBay. So.
Yeah,
5 is nice.
I wonder, do you know what it is? Is it like a shoot 'em up or is
no,
it?
I haven't even looked up video game footage, but I loved the movie as a kid. I know everybody hates this movie.
Yeah, I like the movie as well.
But I saw it in the cinema.
Yeah, me too. I remember the melting ice caps in the beginning of the Universal logo. That was a nice visual play on the famous Universal logo. And of course, the movie. I like the movie. I mean, Dennis Hopper is awesome.
He's awesome in this movie.
Yeah.
And I also,
it does look like shit.
I remember dreaming a lot about the movie. Like,
really?
What would I do if I was in a world like this? I would tie boats together, make a floating island, and I was constantly.
And by the way, you know the little girl.
Yeah.
What's her name? Enola?
She can't talk, I think. Yeah, in the movie.
Or she doesn't talk.
Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah.
She has the map on her back to Dryland, and she.
It's such a silly story.
Yeah, but who tattooed them?
A little girl.
On a little girl. Let me draw the map. But she grew up to be the love interest of Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, really?
So,
That's cool.
She had a few more.
One of my favorite movies.
Yeah,
Napoleon
so
Dynamite.
Tina Majorino, I think she's called, and she actually grew up to be a very beautiful lady. So she had a nice career. She still acts, so which is not too common for child actors. And she never fell into the Lindsay Lohan trap, as in drugs and alcohol. She
Macaulay Culkin.
she had a normal education, and then she went back to movies. So
that's nice. Yeah, sure. And then this one is Beat Up to Hell,
which is appropriate for a wrestle game.
Yeah, actually, it's more. It's this one is more like a Mortal Kombat clone, but with wrestle characters. It's also by the same team as Mortal Kombat, and it's also digitized real life people. So I've been looking for this one for quite a while because it's super silly. But for $2.99, I mean, even if it is beat up. And that's also one.
I don't recognize any of the wrestlers. Is it like the Undertaker? This one?
That's the Undertaker, yeah. But the label is
Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks like Stallone, but I'm pretty sure Stallone was never a wrestler.
No. Then I picked up Archer McLean's Drop Zone for the Game Gear.
Is it like a bootleg Game Gear?
No. All the Codemaster games.
What a weird cartridge.
Codemasters always have different styled cartridges than the regular ones.
Why?
I don't know why.
They like to show off.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit in a Game
No,
Gear, right?
it sticks out on top. Yeah.
That's just horrible. Horrible!
It's also quite a rare game. I paid
Even though it's not
$9.99
made by Rare.
for it.
That's expensive.
But that's kind of the price on eBay, so it's not a deal for me, you know. But I wanted this one for a long time, so now I had it.
Poor Thomas had no games, and now he has one game.
Dragon, the Bruce Lee story.
Peter de Vocht is a big Bruce Lee fan. It's like he based his life on Bruce Lee. This one was released for at least the Jaguar. I remember.
The Jaguar is the original.
Super Nintendo as well.
Yeah.
So is this a good game? Is it it's like a beat 'em up?
No, this one is the only one in the series. I should say that's different. It's a platforming game,
Oh,
and it's actually one of the more rarer Master System games.
it's Master. Yeah, I was even confused because the way the layout was, it reminded me of a Mega Drive game.
It's a €50 game.
Whoa! And how much
it's
did you pay?
$4.99. And I didn't know at the time. I just bought
At
it.
the time,
at the
17
time.
years ago, last week.
2 weeks ago. No, last week. Yeah.
So you just picked it up out of good luck, or?
Yeah, just because it was €5. It was a game I didn't have, so.
And this is a €50 game.
Yep.
Okay, that's
Yeah, the box is a bit broken.
That's a nice find.
Yep.
So you're pretty happy?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that one.
It even includes Dutch text.
And it has 12 levels. I always like that they do this on the Master System games.
It's funny.
This game only has 6 levels. I'm not gonna buy it, but I'm gonna buy the horrible game with 12 levels. Because
Enter the world of Dragon. So not of the dragon, but of Dragon. A place where the martial arts legend Bruce Lee lived for 32 troublesome years. A place where you will encounter a multitude of the smartest and fiercest opponents ever to be seen in a Master System beat 'em up. But it's not a beat 'em up.
it's a platform, but it's more like a platform.
At your disposal is a devastating array of over 35 different fighting moves. You will, in caps, need them all.
Have you seen this movie? Or?
No.
No,
No.
me neither.
Is
It's a movie about the life of Bruce Lee, played by his son.
No, it's not his son.
It's not his
No,
son?
no, not at all. No, you should look it up. It's also a guy called
Lee,
but he's
Brandon Lee.
Yeah, no. Brandon Lee is his son, but this was not Brandon Lee. This is
It's
just
a different.
this was no relation to Bruce Lee.
Okay,
But,
this is not his nephew.
No, it's not his son. But yeah, Brandon Lee, of course, was also
So
an
he's-
actor
yeah,
and
and he
died in very
died.
tragic circumstances. Yeah. Jet Set Radio.
Jet Set Radio.
I didn't know it had
on
a Game Boy Advance release.
Yeah, it's a port. It's not really a port.
No.
It's a remake by Vicarious Visions. They also made the Tony Hawk games on Game Boy Advance. I don't know if this is pretty rare. I only saw on eBay a copy sold for $35, and there was no copies for sale at the time.
So how much did you pay?
$7.99. So
That's okay.
that's cool. And I also had a lovely chat with the people in this store. I don't know if you noticed, but the price labels, they're never on the actual label, and they're like easy to take up.
Yeah.
The two people who, I don't know if it was their own store or they just worked there, but they were also retro collectors themselves. And the girl who was behind the counter, she called down her husband because they live on top of the store, and we showed each other's pictures of each other's games room, so it was pretty nice.
And all in French? Or did you
Yeah,
talk
of course,
English?
no, in French. In my horrible French.
You're quite fluent in French?
I'm okay, but not great. One Dreamcast game.
Ooh, cool.
Fighting Force 2, $5.99. Nothing too spectacular. It's a core design game they make.
Does the box still live? Oh, it does.
It's
It
a
does.
complete box.
This is
Don't break it.
this is worth €6 in its own right because
Yeah.
you may or may not know, but European Dreamcast games are horrible.
Here's a crack in the
Yeah,
back.
a small crack.
A crack in the back. That's also who designed this. Come on.
Yeah, it's a weird design. It is weird. I'm pretty sure Jurgen will want this one if he doesn't have it already. Is it a good game, Fighting Force?
I think I played it back in the day on my
Oh,
first
even
Dreamcast.
Dutch text?
I have the French releases mostly are the same as.
Fa, as William would say.
Yeah.
France and Holland.
So then she also showed me the games that weren't on display, but
Okay.
below they had some extra stock, and out of there I picked up Asterix, $5.99, probably just the price that it's worth, but it's a game I didn't have, and apparently it's a fun platformer.
So did you haggle a bit, or because
No.
you bought a lot of crap?
I bought, I think, for 80
Ooh.
euros or something in their store, but I mean the prices were pretty sweet to begin with. So, Road Fighter, Konami game,
Still in the box.
still boxed. Everything's in there: the manual, the styrofoam piece. Only this part is taped together, but I think I will be able to restore it in
To its
original.
former glory.
In original.
So how much did you pay for this one?
$12.99.
That's okay for a box.
That's yeah. I think this is a 20-25 euro game normally. So, and then in this store, the game, man, I was super happy when I found this.
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Hammering
It should.
Harry?
Hammering Harry. It's a platform game by Irem, only released in Europe and Japan, of course. And these cartridges were between 70 to 100 euros.
Just the cartridge.
Yeah,
Why?
just the-
Why?
because it's a rare game.
Okay, and they didn't know, or they didn't
I don't
care,
know.
or-
All the loose Nintendo games were priced that were in the display cabinet 1999. So DuckTales, all the Mario Bros, everything was so. I think they made an error here.
So 1999 is a lot for Mario Bros.
Yeah.
But it's not a lot for this one.
This one,
Okay.
and it was the one on the bottom of the stack. So I was like, because you see, it's a
Yeah,
really super small logo, and I missed it the first time. So it was when I went back to it and asked her like, can you open the display case? I want to see it again. And I saw, oh,
And then you heard the angel sing.
yeah. So yeah, it's an awesome game. I also have the SNES, but the Japanese version, and the Game Boy, also the Japanese version. It's a really fun series. You should play it.
I've never played it.
It's nice.
It's nice.
It's nice.
Yeah, can I?
So yeah.
That
One sec.
concludes your France speak?
No.
No.
So then, when we were on the way back home, Anne wanted to take a leak.
She wants to take a leak, okay.
Take a leak. So we stopped at the shopping mall kind of thing, and I saw Micromania. It's like the Game Mania of Micro. Wait, I will check. Yeah, Micromania. It's the correct name. It's like
Okay.
the video game stores of France.
Okay.
And I bought this one for $4.99. Trauma Center New Blood. In Belgium, in our game store, it costs 25 still second hand. So on eBay, it's also 5 to 10, but it's a cool game. The box, of course, is in French, but the game itself is in English.
It's funny, they say, think about pre-ordering the next hits and also the Nintendo Switch. So So it's-
another hit.
so you can't. No, I think they mean don't forget to pre-order the Nintendo Switch. So either this means that it's still very sold out in France.
Yeah.
It's
No,
not
they
in
had it
Belgium.
in stock in the box.
So yeah, then it's just a mistake. Then
Yeah.
it's an old message on their receipt.
The guys in this store were also very nice. And then the town is called, I don't know how to pronounce this in English, Caen. It's a
How do you spell it?
Caen. I would say Caen, but the French all say Caen or something. It's difficult to
Okay.
pronounce. It's one of the towns that was completely destroyed during the war. And there I picked up 2 games. Tasmania, which also was $4.99.
Yeah,
It's a. I already cleaned it
It's
up
a
a
game.
bit,
Uh-huh.
but you see the nicotine like. I know it's kind of brown. It's disgusting. I still have to clean it up a bit better. $4.99 also.
so this has no levels. This has rounds. 6 rounds, which is as much as your gun can hold.
And also
Super Smash TV.
Super Smash TV, which is one of my favorite series.
Never heard of it.
No, it's only one game, but you have a
So it's a
sort of-
series, but it's
No,
only
you have
one
a
game.
sort of sequel by the same developers called Total Carnage, which is the same kind of gameplay, but it's like a TV show. You have to shoot enemies and you win money. It's a mix between the Terminator and the Running Man movies, like a parody video game of it.
So I think someone who didn't speak Dutch translated it, because it says here the hoofdprijs. So that's like the main prize would be the hoofdprijs in Dutch. Here there's a double F, whereas it should be one F, and then an A instead of an S.
It's a typo.
Then it says you can defeat Oiborg mutants instead of cyborg mutants. Oiborg.
Probably somebody translated with a horrible handwriting, and then the guy who had to type it in, he didn't know.
And this is the coolest. There's a firepower of 360 degrees.
Oh,
that's twice the degrees.
720 degrees then.
Whereas in English it's only 360 degrees.
The Dutch version is better.
Hey. So yeah, I've never heard of this game.
It's fun. The price $12.99. It's just the going price.
I think it's funny that it's called Super Smash. I think nowadays you couldn't even call it that because Nintendo would sue you because Super Smash Brothers, Super Smash.
But it's older than.
I know, but nowadays I think Super Smash would be reserved to Nintendo.
But they could still use it because they're older.
I think they could.
So in the court of law they would win it. In a court of law.
In a court of law. So do they still exist? Flying Edge, the developers?
Flying Edge is actually the fake name for Williams, I think. Because Nintendo had this policy that you couldn't publish on other systems. So a lot of companies make different names for the
divisions. But it's a good game.
It's a good game and it's also quite minty.
And how much did you pay?
$12.99. But that's the going price just on eBay. And then last but not least is
The Ninja.
I already have the box for this, so I was pleased to find it for $1.99. Still need to clean it up because it's pretty dirty.
This is a biography of Peter de Voogd. The Ninja.
Zen. Really.
What kind of a game is it? Is it like a beat 'em up or?
Actually, I don't know. I will take the box and then we can see.
Is it one of these older with the horrible box art where it's just 1 foot, or is that Kung Fu?
I think it will be pretty horrible. No, what? No, I don't know. It looks kind of like a.
But it's still horrible box art. Look at this. Who signed off on this?
Yeah, you know the one, the soccer game with just a leg and a football on the, and the wrestling game where you just have the guy's head and an arm around it. Like what?
So it says here, throughout your journey to the Okami Castle, you'll battle evil ninja warriors. Once there, you must destroy their leader, Kuyokuro. Only then will you be able to save the princess from her prison inside the castle. So it's like a Mario clone.
I doubt it.
Now, will sparks come out? No, you still need the manual.
No, I don't care about that.
It's not complete!
I don't care about that. And then, so when we drove back to Lille, Anne said, I'm thirsty, so I said, let's go grab coffee next to the game store.
So actually, every time Anne does something, it's just an excuse to buy games. She has to take a leak, she's dirty. Was this taking a leak like a direct result of the drinking a coffee, or?
So I picked this one up.
Rad! It's based on the movie?
Super skateboarding. No, it's actually a pretty cool game. It's
I don't believe you.
It's a game for the Atari 7800. And it's designed by David Crane. You know who David Crane is?
No.
He's the inventor of the platform game with Pitfall.
Yeah.
And he also made A Boy and His Blob.
Yes, A Boy and His Blob, yeah.
But this game is an exclusive to the Atari 70.
Wow, I don't think they have much or
no,
many
I think it's one of the only exclusive games, and then
one of the only exclusive games.
The only exclusive game that is any good, at least. And what is this game is also a.
Whoa!
Look at that.
This is actually cool. This is cool.
Super cool. It's
rad.
It's rad.
It's rad. It's bodacious.
And it's a platform game.
Okay.
You know the game Ollie Ollie?
No.
It's an indie game.
Ollie is also something to do with skateboarding.
Yeah, it's like a jump or something. I don't know. This guy he, has to go in his dad's factory and turn off all the lights. With his skateboard, he has a time limit.
That's a horrible idea.
But it's actually a fun game, you know.
This really screams 80s or like early 90s lingo. Like the tagline is "Awesome job, dude." Your new after-school job is a dream come true. someone's actually going to pay you to skateboard. Here's the deal. Your dad's company needs someone to turn off all the machines and lights in their factory at the end of the day. Your job is to cruise the maze of hallways, leaping for light switches and tucking through ventilation tubes to get from floor to floor. Jumping on the assembly line will increase your speed, but be careful or you'll be flattened like a road pizza. I've never heard of a road pizza. I know of roadkill, but road pizza?
It's a pizza
It's
on the road.
The faster you finish, the more power is saved and the more you get paid. So hurry up, because there's lots of floors and power is leaking out fast.
Oh yeah!
And it even says below the sticker, there's a sticker, but it says something
Below
like...
the sticker, there's a sticker.
Yeah, no. Below the sticker, it says that it's a game for cool dudes.
Ah, that's so it's
So
for
Thomas,
me.
it's not for you.
Oh man.
Well, this is actually quite cool. I
Yeah.
would have picked this up as well. How much was this?
20.
Ah!
But on eBay it's 50, so...
Yeah, but that's your excuse for everything.
No, that's not my excuse. Man. I was thinking about it, I saw this game when we first passed in Lille. And I thought, then I looked it up and it's really hard to find. I mean, especially the PAL copy.
Do you have a 7800?
Yeah, of
Oh, you
course.
do?
I trying to collect some games. There they are, the silver ones.
Okay.
They're all 7,800 games. And then the last pickup, this one was 25. It's
Prices are increasing, Thomas.
a game for the Amstrad, Robocop 2, which is one of the few also original games for the Amstrad GX4000.
This is only released on
Yeah,
this console.
this one is only released on this console. Sadly, it has cool music, it has cool graphics, but the controls are very slippery. I already have a loose copy of it, so I'm gonna sell my loose copy, which will net me about 20. So in total, I get 5. Paid 5 for this, you could say. I'm trying to open this up.
This is where Thomas failed. Ooh.
You see the...
No!
No, it broke. So the cartridges are really small compared to the extremely big
Would they
boxes.
be compensating for something?
I think so. It's also the Amstrad GX4000.
Oh, it includes the original date, apparently. So this was sold on the 24th December of 1991. That's cool. The day before Christmas.
In Tours. Or...
Jouer les Tours.
Ah.
What a cool name of a village. Jouer les Tours. Jouer les Tours.
Play with my tower.
Or played with. So yeah, and what is Cash Web? That's like the store next to the place to drink?
Cash
something?
Web. No. This store, because the first time we were in Lille, it was the 8th of May, which apparently is a holiday in France. It's the end of the Second World War.
Okay.
And so a lot of stores were closed. So when we went back to Lille a week later, a lot of these stores were open. I had already seen them the previous time, but yeah, they have a lot of cash converter type stores in France. You have Game Cash, you have Easy Cash, you have Cash Converter, and you have Cash Web. And all of these stores are...
They like cash.
Yeah, they like cash, and they sell... So another one, this is the last one. I didn't pick this up
Ooh.
in France,
I have the SNES version.
but I bought it in France. So when I was doing my research for going to France, I was looking up all the game stores. I saw that you could simply order online, and so because this was in a town that we weren't passing by,
Okay.
so it was $9.99
And
brought
so
to Belgium.
they shipped it to.
They shipped it to
This is
Belgium.
in excellent condition.
Yeah, the thing with this store is they have a little notion. It's not certain that games are in boxes. So it's really a gamble you take. It could be with a box, without a manual. I mean, you just don't know if you order it. So, but look inside, it looks really
Futuristische Feuerkraft.
It looks brand new almost.
Yes.
So
That's a nice.
you see, I bought a lot of stuff in France.
So, what does your wallet say now?
That I should stop going to France.
So that's all for France?
Yeah, these are my tickets from France.
To quote the movie Home Alone, bring back something from France. Man, no, what did they say?
I don't know. What you gonna say?
You don't remember when there's when the family is leaving?
Yeah. In the beginning of
Kevin is still in bed, and then they confuse their neighbor kid, the
Yeah,
neighbor
yeah.
across the road, for Kevin. So when they count heads, they count this kid,
Kids, yeah.
and then he says, Have a nice trip. Bring back something French or something from France. I don't know. Bring back something French. I think he says it's funny.
I don't remember.
We'll just cut this.
Bye.
Bye.